Disclaimer! Under Title 17 U.S. Code, in Sections 107 to 118 of the Copyright Law, all media in the video is used for purpose of review and commentary under the terms of fair use. All media used in this belongs to their respective copyright holders. AKA, I don't own this shit and I don't claim to own this shit. This shit belongs to the people who made it. Also, I swear a lot. If you don't like that, just stop watching right now. Anyway, here's the thing.
Dear BaronJ, I can't help but notice that you've publicly stated you'll be attending Anime Expo this summer. Let me ask you something else, Mr. BaronJ. When was the last time you left your house?
Day 31. I've tried everything. I've tried hitting it, I've tried taking a knife to it, I've tried everything in my power, and I'm still stuck. I'm supposed to leave and go get Glenn and get to our flight in about 10 hours. And I don't think I'm gonna make it. You win.
What if, instead of striking it at multiple points, I just punch it in the center really hard? Oh my fucking god. I did it.
Should probably go change.
Hey everybody, it's BaronJ, and One Punch Man isn't the greatest anime of all time. Now that you're confused and I have your attention through whatever screen you're watching this video, understand that I love One Punch Man. It's one of my favorites. I'm doing this to promote awareness of the blatant contrarianism and pessimism surrounding quote-unquote popular shows. I've heard a lot of people expressing negative opinions on shows that have garnered a following and success. That's completely normal. That's fine. You're allowed to say something is not good because you don't like it. Welcome to free speech. It's just that there's a common mentality that's been getting out of control recently that really needs to stop. It's the idea that a show isn't good if it's extremely popular. This is not a new concept. Hell, the inverse is something I've talked about a lot. But there's a lot of people, critics even, that act like a gauge of popularity is inversely equal to their enjoyment of the subject matter in question. If you're wondering about all of that bullshit I just spouted, don't worry, it's all bullshit. It basically waters down to people don't like shows that everyone likes mainly because everyone likes them. This kind of thinking is the most high school mentality bullshit, and everyone can agree on that for the most part. Hey Chris, what do you think of Brad? Man, fuck Brad. Everybody likes him, he's fucking dumb. Dude, have you ever talked to Brad? Nah, fuck Brad, dude. Man, he throws like free pizza parties on the weekends. He's really nice to everybody. I mean, he does charity work and shit. The dude let me borrow his old PlayStation because I talked about playing Ape Escape. You really sure about that, man? Nah, man, Brad's totally an asshole. Ask Jerry. Chris, nobody talks to Jerry. Jerry's just a dick. Have you ever talked to Jerry? Jerry doesn't talk. Not since the accident. More or less, do you see what I mean? Let's push past anything you've heard or what you may think and go into the meat of it. One Punch Man is a web manga written by One, who is anonymous. He started writing One Punch Man as a hobby. It garnered some traction, then got recognized by a lot of people in Japan, namely Murata, who most people know as the guy currently redrawing it. From there, it exploded, giving way to the ultimate team-up that is Madhouse's adaptation of One Punch Man. A ton of huge talent from Japan's best anime studios all gathered together to work on it, and it really shows. We begin with Saitama, a superhero for fun. He basically lives unemployed and does work as a superhero for fun. The way the story goes, Saitama was a normal guy until he got inspired to be a hero, after saving a young boy from a lobster monster thing. In the present day, Saitama is just doing his thing, and then a thing attacks, and due to his self-imposed training, he actually possesses the strength to destroy any enemy whatsoever, albeit much to his dismay, in one punch. Hey, guess what? That's the name of the thing. So as he continued on, Saitama became more bored with these fights. Becoming insanely powerful has left him listless and somewhat depressed. Then, suddenly, a cyborg shows up named Genos. After witnessing Saitama's power firsthand, he immediately becomes his pupil, and the two of them continue their adventure, trying to become great heroes. So yeah, I'm trying not to ham-fist this, but One Punch Man is fucking great. It's one of the most visually stunning shows to come out in recent years, and probably in general. The fight scenes are insanely well choreographed, the animation is insanely detailed, yet easy to digest, and it still exudes the silliness that comes from one's original webcomic. Along with an insanely good score, well-casted voice actors, and the most rewatchability of any anime I've ever seen, One Punch Man definitely deserves the attention it is getting. The insane overcriticism of something that is just doing good because it's good is starting to drive me insane. And honestly, I don't feel like I need to defend it. It's good, and it speaks for itself. It's just this mob mentality of people trying to attack it just because it's one of the best things that's come out in the past couple of years. Notice I said one of the best. It may not even be the best. There's still stuff that I haven't seen. It's just driving me insane. God, sorry, let's continue on about something else. Now, there is some stuff that they could have done better. Honestly, some of the direction and writing comes off a little bit meandering in tone, but it's never too far off track. That, and understandably so, a lot of people's concern about the show and in the manga in general is that Saitama being too overpowered ruins the show's tension. That is somewhat the joke. But the good news is that One Punch Man does not disappoint when it comes to that. I've said it once on a couple things, and I'll say it again. The best fight sequences in the show and manga often do not have him in there. And when he does fight, it's still incredibly entertaining. So, yeah, I can gush all day about how good One Punch Man is, but in the end, I really, like I said before, think the show speaks for itself. I could go incredibly in-depth and talk about everything in this show, down to the last detail, but that is way too much effort. I am a lazy motherfucker. And also, I feel like this would ruin the experience for a lot of newer viewers. After all, I'm just making videos for fun.